Yo, what's up, everybody? What's up, my dank memers, actually? More Doki Doki Literature Club. Sarah's been acting weird, so I don't know what to do. Uh, so yeah. Yeah, okay, we'll go with Yuri. I don't know. She doesn't like me. I guess if she changes her mind, she'll come to me. But I should leave her be for now. Well, that was quick. Okay, Monica. Oh, should I have done Monica? Hi. Have you thought about what you're want to submit to perform at the festival? No. Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of other people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. What? Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. Sticking with Natsuki style once more, I see. You really like Natsuki, don't you? Oh, come on. It's awfully suspicious, you know? Spending time with her in the club room every day, pretending like the manga that she's into. Oh, yeah. You know how Natsuki is. If I don't indulge her, she'll end up hating me. No, I think you're misunderstanding. It's not like Natsuki just hates anyone who doesn't give her what she wants. Yeah, she's assertive, but she's not that selfish. In fact, I think you're the only one who indulged her as much as you have. Is that so? I kind of knew that, but I just didn't want to admit it. So, I just need to ask you one thing of you. Be careful, please. Natsuki is kind of unpredictable. A lot of times she doesn't even know what she wants. After all, she's the youngest one here. She might not know how to handle her own feelings properly. What I'm saying is, if something bad happens, then it could end up damaging the club too. And you wouldn't do that to me, right? I'm not sure how to respond. While I care about her in the club, it's also kind of unfair to bring that up. Well, you're smart. I'm sure you'll do the right thing. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright? The lady who knows everything, aka Monica, because she is self-aware that she's in a video game. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth, the lady who knows everything, a beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist, but when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains. The last dim star glimmering in the sky, in the twilight sky, yeah. Until one day, the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall, and I fall. Wait, no. And I fall, and fall, and fall even more. Gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful day. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I'm thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. That was deep. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see, Soka. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, If everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Yeah, that. Pretty sure three-dimensional, dog. Anyway. Oh, is it because this is like a two-dimensional world? So then she's like, oh, well, one dimension? Because he doesn't know that there's a third dimension? I'm confuzzled. Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your poem because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much effort into. But if you find that other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier, because instead of telling you that your writing is good or bad or okay, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it'll make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. This one. It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Natsuki. What? I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe that's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters. Thank you. Is there something wrong? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today, says everyone. Alright. Just tell me if you need anything. I will. No, you won't. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. We're not kids. I'm not gonna go play with them if you insist. Right. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori tearfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Well, this is garbage. I didn't read her poem. I didn't read Yuri's poem. And then Monica's kind of freaking me out, so I guess it's all or nothing with Natsuki. Let's see. You're certainly enthusiastic today. Of course. You know I like your writing. Ooh. I'm just surprised. It seemed like you had a lot of trouble admitting that before. Well, of course. I just had to put you in your place a little bit. It's not like I was shy or anything stupid like that. Or jealous. I really wasn't jealous. Just because you happen to be a good writer. That's such a dumb thing to get jealous about. Calling yourself stupid, I guess. You're not very confident about your writing, are you? What are you talking about? My writing is obviously the best, right? It took me a while to figure out, but I think I finally did. Maybe Natsuki acts so arrogant because she's trying to make up for her own insecurities. If she acts like she's the best, then other people might think that way too. Right? Oh, please tell me you like my poems. I don't really care if you hate them. Just please tell me I'm the best. Oh god. I just really need to hear that from someone. I know I sound stupid, but there's a reason I never shared my poems before like this. Yikes, this is turning to be really awkward because no one ever takes me seriously. What's the point in sharing my poems if people just laugh and say, "That's so cute, just like you"? Sometimes I don't want to be cute, but nobody understands that. Ah, jeez. Look at the tears. I try really hard when I write. The style doesn't matter. The emotions are there. Why can't anyone see that? I just want... Maybe it's because her lips started to quiver. I looked down. Her fists are clenched really tightly. Hey Natsuki, if you're not careful, you'll rip your own poem. I gently grab the poem with my own hand until she relaxes her grip on it. I place it flat on the desk and smooth out the wrinkles that she put on it. Don't read it! Before I can pick it back up, Natsuki snatches the poem up from the desk. It's not any good, and I know you hate my poems. So you don't have to read this one, okay? Ay. This is so high school insecurities mess. But I want to read it. Well, because I like your poems, I really do. Why would I judge you for your style? It's not like my own style is anything crazy. I mean, it's true that the first time I read one of your poems, I didn't like it. I didn't look too much into it. But I know you better now, and it's wrong for Yuri to think that to think your style is more amateur than hers. And Sayori, she always means well, but sometimes she's focused on simple happiness that she doesn't understand what people really want. Yeah, I guess I never really thought about how hard it was for you. And I'm sorry if I was part of that problem. I understand now. You're not just cute, you're a lot more than that. Natsuki, you're doing it again. Once again, Natsuki clutches her poem a little too hard. She looks down, hiding her eyes from me. I never realized how difficult this was for her, but finally she forces herself to extend her arms and set her poem on the table. You can read it. Just turn that away. I don't want you to look at my face right now. Okay, I will. Okay. Because tomorrow will be brighter with me around. But when today is dim, I can only look down. My looking is a little more forward because you look at me. When I want to say something, I say it with a shout. But my truest feelings can never come out. My words are a little less empty because you listen to me. When something is above me, I reach for the stars. But when I feel small, I don't get very far. My standing is a little bit taller because you sit with me. I believe in myself with all of my heart, but what do I do when it's all torn apart? My faith is a little bit stronger because you trusted me. My pen always puts my feelings to the test. I'm not a good writer, but my best is my best. My poems are a little bit dearer because you think of me. Because you. Damn. Why are you looking at me like that? Because you totally wrote that, thinking us in mind. If you don't like it, then just say it. Gosh, I won't get mad. No, it's not like that at all. It was just a little surprising to read. This clearly isn't the poem that Yuri told me she had written. Meaning I'm probably the only one she's showing this to. I guess I'm not used to hearing such nice things coming from you. Don't just say that, dummy. What do you think the point of writing is? Expressing things you can't just say. Ooh, that's deep. Yeah, I understand. I'm sorry for missing the point sometimes. I always mean well, and I'm happy that you showed this to me. I like it. Well, yeah. I mean, I'm a pro, so I'm a pro. Natsuki mumbles, completely failing to sound confident like she usually does. Just remember that I can think these things sometimes too. You know, when you're nice to me, it's meaningful. I'm glad. Sensing Natsuki is satisfied, I start to hand the poem back to her. But as I do, Natsuki takes my hand and pushes them back away. Her small, soft hands surprise me with their assertion. I don't want it. Why not? I just don't! Jeez. I realize what Natsuki is doing. Unable to be honest, she is trying to give me the poem in a roundabout way. Well, in that case, I'm going to keep it. Instead of teasing her, I choose to go along with it. Good. If you didn't, I would... Never mind. Just, I'm glad that you want it. Natsuki backpedals on her words and leaves it at that. Despite her best effort to hide her expression, I can see her faintly smiling to herself. That's all for now, so go put it away before someone sees, alright? Okay, I'll go do that. Whatever. With that, I return to my seat. so that I could put away Natsuki's poem. Okay, you three, because Sayori's gone. We're all there sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me? Or did you say something strange right now? Some things did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common, foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only different thing is that Sayori isn't here. It seems you're right. Jesus Christ. How could you not notice that? Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. She wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she feels alright. Seriously? Of all times to not go home with her, you picked the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. What? First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship. And second of all, she's been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Huh? That curious expression coming from Yuri, of all people? Calm down. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so yeah, good job dodging my question. Let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes, but we might need a lot of them and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all of the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me to come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. Nope, no, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Now Natsuki's pouting too. Aw, jeez. Even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case, but if I can't also be the leader of my own, leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that, I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be wonderful help. But anyway, that just leaves you. The one who is truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It will probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. Ooh! Foreshadowing. She's trying to get me, dog. I would really appreciate, I would be really appreciative of that. Yeah. Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they gonna respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give to you. It's not like Monica's gonna give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Shaheer may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decoration. Oh god, they're fighting. They're fighting over me. This is so... anime. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Shaheer to. What are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work, and baking isn't. Just what do you think, guys? Let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Shaheer to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know. Ooh, so I'm sure he's interested in. Oh, you literally just said. I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying though. Jeez. Can we just sell this already? Yeah. Sure, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Oh, Jesus Christ. Very well. In that case... Oh, I could choose... Sayori. I like leaving things on cliffhangers. Bye, everyone. Don't forget to say dank.